Online, am I audible? Doubter. Bring. Yes. It's not installing. Huh? When you deleted it, folder structure, in your folder structure in the C drive, go here, program data, either MySQL is there. वो delete करो, and then go here, program files, इधर भी delete करो, refresh करो. First uninstall everything, and then this to delete these files, and then refresh it. Sorry, restart them. Then do it. First delete them. डिलीट करने के बाद एक बार रिस्टार्ट करो. रिस्टार्ट करे तो पूरा फ्रेशली बन जाता. उसके बाद करो. वंस तो ये डिलीट करने के बाद ट्राई करो ये दोनों. हाँ, एक बार काम करो. इधर क्लास में अनइंस्टॉल करो, ये दो फाइल्स डिलीट करो, रिस्टार्ट करो खाली. After 3:30 when the class is over, you come here, I will install it now only. Okay? Yeah. Now online, if anyone gets any doubts, please let me know. Video is not visible, obviously not. I couldn't find tables on the left side. You should start first database. Now, online is voice is okay. Yes. Okay. Let me share the screen. Let's have doubts. Video is visible now. I have created using create database and syntaxer. It will create it then. How to increase the font size in screen, please? Huh? Control plus plus. So in future, people will ask how to open everything then. Then how to start the system, sir? I don't know. That's strange. Anyway, listen everyone, ma. Listen. Specific to your system requirements, each and every system have different requirements. And you guys might have installed some other things in before also. Okay. And those things will be in your program files. Come, ma. Come, hello. Huh? It's like he saw me talking and he just went, okay. No, don't come. Now, anyway. So because your system previously have some other files, maybe when you are installing it, you may face problems. Even I faced problems when I uninstalled and installed it, right? So properly delete everything. Once you uninstalled, go to your C drive in case if it is not installed nicely. Go to your program files and deleted the MySQL file here. Delete the MySQL file and then go to here, program data, and there also delete the MySQL file. Okay. And then restart your system and try it. Sir, I'm still getting errors, sir. Let me tell you one simple trick. Google is there. Okay. See, it's not like I will come for everyone's doubt when they are installing it. Right? When you are installing it, you will get specific problem because it is not compatible to your systems. It's not the problem with the MySQL. Okay. Somewhere, obviously, you must have mistaken. Check it in the Google exactly error. If you still couldn't find it, then bring it to me in the class. Okay, in the comment section, online people can write. Offline people can contact me before the class only. If before the class also 10 to 15 minutes, I will stay outside, or after the class by 3:30 only it's going on. So after the class also you can come here and ask. Okay, clear ma? Now, once it is installed, if you get any query doubts, those things I will only take care, sir. No worries. Now, now let's start it. Let's go here. People come here to see me or see this class. Mistaken. You are mistaken. My point is, people come here to see which sir is there. common language of Telugu people is you. You. What is that? I don't even understand it. One of my North Indian friend asked me meaning of it, and I don't know that. So focus here. అందుకే ఆ ప్లేస్ లేదని వెళ్ళిపోయారా? ఓకే. Now I got reason. Anyway, focus here. Now. So we are gonna cover the MySQL and the MongoDB. At least most of you people got now the structure of MySQL. What is MySQL and why we need to use that? We have whole set of data, sir. We will manage our data in the set of tables. Managing our data in the tabular format is called RDBMS, the Relational Database Management System. For that, we have so many tools. The language is SQL. See, always remember, SQL is the language, the structured query language. And the tools are, it's like MySQL or Oracle or PostgreSQL. Several others are there. We are using MySQL in our course. So MySQL will provide you RDBMS, which is Relational Database Management System, which uses the SQL structured query language, where we will write set of queries. Okay, how to select the data, how to create the data, how to insert the data or delete the data or update the data. Okay, how do you connect the databases? First, we will see in one database different tables and connect them. Then we will connect the different databases, and we will make it a huge databases. Okay, now to create, read, update, and delete databases, we use this database management system, sir. RDBMS uses data in tables, and there are several RDBMS tools, and MySQL, Oracle, and PostgreSQL, sir. Oracle goes with kind of programmatic one, more approach. MySQL goes with a linear approach instead of programmatic approach. Now, how do you download and install MySQL, sir? If you go here, MySQL downloads. Here, it will open a file of MySQL, sir. Go here, down, MySQL community downloads. Now, sir, when installation, sir, couldn't connect server. Check it here, ma. Now listen. For Windows people, they can directly install this. Okay? Or you can even try this one, MySQL community server. Oh, it's like the MySQL installer for Windows will come with the window packages. If you go with the community server, even for Mac, people can use it. Okay? But both work in the same, sir. When you are installing it, three things were important. MySQL server. Okay, you have to check it on what you are installing it, MySQL server. Better go with the full or custom. When you are going for custom, sir, try to check it like what you are installing it for. Okay, MySQL custom or full. Custom, I installed shell. Okay, just to show you how the shell works. Or I installed something called Workbench so that you can see UI. Nicely clicking on button, I can show everything. That is UI one, which is Workbench, which is called Workbench. When setting it up the path, check it. Check it the path, which path it is going on. Okay. Now, if you see, let me show you the steps also. The content will be provided today. I think they will give you the link tomorrow, drive link. I will create one GitHub link today only, and I will give it the whole content in the GitHub link. Okay. You can go to there also. It's just only files needed, right? So let me open the content also. Okay, this is the content we are going to discuss, right? Now, where is my content? My notes is, where did I put the notes? Yeah, good. Now, let me show it to you. The complete notes of what we are going to discuss in the MySQL, which will be provided, no worries. See, once you go into the Google one, a step by step will be provided. The community server. And then once you go to the installer one, there you will select the second option always, because second option is for the local community. First option is always web. Okay, we are going with the second option. There you will go with no thanks, we don't need to log in and all, which will automatically install the application. And there it will ask you different setups, sir. If you go with developer default, okay. So if you go with developer default, sir, in the developer default only, it will have Microsoft MySQL server, MySQL workbench, and MySQL router shell. Four things will be installed. Okay. In case if you are not getting it developer default, then go with something server. Okay. And workbench separately. Instead, full, which will automatically, full will take some time. Okay. Better if you click full, everything will be installed, whatever you needed for MySQL. Okay. And then custom, if you select, you have to choose what installed. Okay. Now, then next the procedure, sir. It's just next only. You don't need to worry. It will only install everything. See, this guy selected full. So he is installing in MySQL for Excel, notifier, connector, so many things. Now it will open here. I think in after TCP port, it will ask you password. It will ask you one password, sir. You have to keep up a password and you have to remember that password. You can save it somewhere else. And here it will ask you user allocations also. Like you can access, like you can keep 2, 3 people, like admin. Like I will give you 2 people, Raj and Shekhar. And I will say Raj is admin so that he can able to delete any column, add anything, modify anything. And I will put it like Shekhar is just to see the data, or he can add it, but he cannot delete it. He cannot do drop and all. You can give permissions in real companies, how they do. Here you can do that. Okay. But later also we can change it out, which we will discuss at the end of the course. No worries. Now, after giving the permissions and all, now here it will only update it. Just we have to wait it for. And you don't need to change it anything, ma. Only the thing you need to change it is password. That's it. And once everything is installed, you will open the workbench. And by default, one local host will be there, which is root. By default, one connection will be created. If you want to create a new connection, you can click plus there, which will create a new connection and which will connect it to the server, sir. Workbench automatically will start the server at the back. Okay. Now, once it is started, go down and in the shell, you can open it shell, which will ask you password, either shell or workbench. Okay. When you are opening it, what you can do, MySQL shell means I'm meaning this, ma. See, MySQL 8.0 command line client is there, na? Open this one, which is used for the shell. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is my command line. And here I can run it, sir. Whatever the commands I want. Okay. The same thing you can do it using here. If I want to see the databases, show databases, which will show all my databases. Okay. Or you can see the tables also. Use database students. Database is changed. Show tables. It will show 2 tables are there. And if I want to see any table, disk, which is description of the table, certificates. It's like to see the table clearly in the command line, you will use desk command, which is describe the table. But if it is workbench, you can directly click the table icon, automatically it will show the table down. Or you can write one query also, which we will discuss today. Clear, ma? Yeah. So while installing it, if you get any problems, let me know, sir. Now, the step-by-step notes, I will send it today only. No worries. Sir, why small letter, others are capital? Huh? Which why? Which capital? MySQL, why? There is no, there is no thing called, see, describe database, we won't go. Database is like the collection of tables. Collection of tables. Database defines a unique purpose, sir. You all did the assignment, right? Raise your hand honestly, whoever did the assignments. So reminding people, what did you do it Sunday? Enjoy. And when I asked you how are you, you said it like lot of responsibilities and no done. That guy did anyway. He raised hand. No worries. What about remaining people? Again, I am saying it, ma. I am clearly and literally saying it. We all are humans. We forgot the things, which I do every time anyway. Okay. So the only way I remember the things is by practice. And that is the only possibility. If you come to my class and 2 weeks, if you just stay it like this and without doing any assignments, after the 2 weeks, I'm 100% sure you will forget it. It's not like it's not depend on the teacher. We are just tools here. We will provide you the best resources. We are explaining our resources. We are just tools. The guys who do the things are you, right? We will discuss some database SQL. Once I come to MongoDB, completely different mindset. There was no table in the MongoDB and I will tell you different database. And you will be like, what is database there, here? And you may get confused. And after the MongoDB, you will start looking for jobs. After 10 days or 20 days, after 1 month, you will get call from your company. And that company will ask you MySQL, which you learned it 40 days back. And zero again, right? Until you win the race or until the race is completed. Any one thing you should run only. There is no choice. Just because someone completed the race or just because you are tired, if you stop running it, that itself the defeat. Is it clear, ma? Can I expect everyone to do the assignment today? Yes, sir is okay. Yes, sir. No. Who is that? No. Okay. Online also similar, sir. Now. Okay. So after installing it, what we discussed. As I said you earlier, I'm gonna count it from today, the official one, and still I want you guys to go in a slower pace. I believe in clarity. If you guys initially so strong, if I go it somewhat fast later, also you guys can cope up with me. Okay. So that is what I believe in. Initially, you should be strong in the basics. Now, okay, after download and installed, sir, what are the main things I need to learn in the database? Learn three things first. In the databases, you should first learn data types, how different data types will work. Okay. And sub languages and constraints. Already we discussed these things, but still we are going to discuss again and again. First, in MySQL, sir, we have mainly data types like this. For numbers, we use something called int with a variable value. You can even give int or you can give something called tiny int or you can also give something called big int. Okay. Tiny int or big int are used for smaller number of integers and the big number of integers. Okay. You can even specify int with the different sizes of bytes into 2, into 4, into 8. Each one go with their different bytes of memory. Is it clear, ma? Data type. What is data type? If you don't know, you should go back to Python, basic programming language. Okay. Data type defines the type of your data which you are inserting. Okay. Now, int means it will give normal number values, normal numbers, like without any decimals. Now, for decimals, sir, MySQL uses only one thing which is decimal. Float, double, both it will uses only one thing which is decimal. In the rarest case, we may go for double, but actually only decimal we will carry it out. In the decimal, it will have two arguments, sir. A comma B, it will take two arguments where A defines total number of digits, the maximum total number of digits, and B represents number of digits after decimal. After decimal point, how many number of values you can have. Okay. Now next. Like, sir, if someone said it like decimal 10 comma 2, where it will take it the maximum 10 digits values were valid. 30.1 is not valid here. 30.12 is valid. Okay. Or same thing, 3.123 is also not valid. Okay. Now, why? Because here the maximum values here, 4 are there. Until 10 you can take it maximum, and after the decimals you set it in the precision 2. The precision 2 here, after point it is 1 2 digits are there. Okay, which you can take it, sir. Now next one. Sir. After this, for strings means number of, strings means like the digits and all. For strings we will use two things, char and varchar. But char and varchar both will take size, sir. Char will take the size, varchar is also taking size. Char also will take the size, varchar is also take the size. Now, char is used, char 20 will create 20 digits, 20 characters space. 20 characters space. Sir, can I use it char 20 for storing a value Raj? If you use it, imagine I declared something called name with a char 20 and I gave this value as Raj. You know what will happen? It will take it the 3 digits and remaining 17 digits memory will be wasted. It is creating it and it is wasting it. Is it clear, ma? Database, you have to save the money, right? So you won't use this kind of things. Instead, if you write it the same thing in varchar, name varchar 20 creates variable value, variable character sizes up to 20. It's like the maximum is 20. If 3 digits are there, only 3 digits it will create. 4 digits are there, memory will be created for 4 digits only. 5 digits, only memory created for 5 digits only. If 21 digits are there, wrong. Maximum 20. Sir, there is no char separately. There is nothing like for string double quotation, for character single quotation. No, nothing like that. Basically, it will take it in single quotation or double quotation string only. But one is fixed size, one is variable size, sir. For Unicodes, we actually have it something called nchar and nvarchar. We don't use it. We Unicodes initial times. Later, I will tell you in the advanced ones. Now, after strings, we have separate data types like date, time. The format of date is y uh, dash dash dd, and the date time is hh dd, huh? ss, huh? ss. Now, also we have something called date time, which will take it date and time combined. y dd hh ss. I put small capital just to show you difference. Small is something called month and capital is minutes, like that. I just to show you difference. Okay. It will understand based on the format. No worries about it. These are major data types. There are so many other data types like JSONs or arrays and all, but majorly MySQL, you will deal with these 7 data types, sir. Okay. The major 7 data types which we will deal here. Int, decimal, char, varchar, date, time, date time. Okay. Tiny int, big int, or some double, or something like nvarchar, nchar, or JSON, blob. These kind of things we will use it in the advanced stages. Okay. For normally any applications, these things, whatever we discussed, these 7 types were enough. Okay. Now, next, even in our course, we will do majorly with this 7 only, sir. Now, next, sub languages. SQL, which is structured query language, structured query language. Sir, we can create our own data types also called enums. Okay, we will discuss them, don't worry. Now, structured query language is used to maintain or update or create databases. It's like the managing, you can say, databases using queries. Queries are like the short programs, ma. Okay. Same like how you will write programs, same like your program, you will write some short bits. But every program, when you write it in your Python or somewhere, program will have something called starting and ending and some folder structure and all. Queries don't need anything. Queries is like the snippet of your program, just like one part, which is used for one purpose. That's it. Each query can be done individually, or all the queries can be included in one particular file with a flow. Okay, clear? Now, here we can use commands to write queries. In your programming languages, you will define some keywords. You have some keywords like if or switch or for or int or while, or you have some keywords. Based on the keywords and based on your logic, you will write the program, right or not? Same here also. Some commands are there. Sir, I have a command select. I have a command drop, I have a command create, and each and every command will have their own syntax. Same like how your if have a syntax or while have a syntax. Based on that, we will write the query, sir. Clear? And these commands, they divided into several parts. Okay, that groups are called, that parts are called sub languages. We have commands called DDL commands, DDL, data definition language commands. What is a snippet? A snippet means one part, sir. Snippet means a chota part. You write a big program, like, do you guys see anytime interview questions? They will give you some small bit of program and they will ask you what is the output. That whatever the part they are giving it, it won't have any starting or ending. It's just one small part of the program, right or not? Right? And that is called snippet. Similarly, you will write queries also. Queries may not have anything starting or ending. Okay? Only some logical execution will be there and you will write it. Clear, ma? Yeah. Now, data definition language commands. These commands are used to define, define or create databases, databases or tables. Then next, DML. Very good. Data manipulation language commands. So these commands, I will show you what are what each commands. These commands are used to manipulate. Manipulate. Manipulate means insert, update, delete, delete or merge. Okay, mainly we will do insert, update, delete operations. Delete databases, no, delete data in columns, okay, or tables. Okay, I'm giving the line gap because I will write the commands. Okay, now then next, DCL, oh no, DQL, data query language, data query language commands. So it's like, sir, I didn't know what is it mean by DDL. No worries. Actually, you should know set of commands, and this command they separated. Similarly, you have so many keywords, na? In your Python, how many keywords are there? 35. If 35 or 40, how many commands are there? How many keywords are there? They will have separations, right or not? Control statements, some keywords are there. Or loops, some keywords will be used. For data type, some keywords will be used. Jump statement, some keywords will be used, right or not? Similarly, in MySQL also, whole commands, they just divided based on their usage. Okay, so that usage, based on that how they divided, only we are learning it. Okay, ultimately you should learn the commands only. Now here, these commands are used to write queries, write queries to select a particular data or to apply some conditions on data. I want to select one data, sir, like where in the students table only, where the students who got it age, who has age more than 35 or who got marks more than 35. Only those students I wanted separately. Okay. Like this kind of operations, when you are doing it, whatever the commands you use, those things comes under the group called DQL, data query language, those commands. And then next one, not but not least, TCL, transmission, sorry, transaction control language, transaction control language. When you are doing some transactions, like getting these queries or sending the data or receiving the data or deleting the data or updating the data, someone will give permissions, or you have to save the data, or whatever the deleted the data has to come back. Rollbacks are there. Okay. These particular commands comes under transaction control one. Someone give permission to someone, grant a permission or roll back what we deleted. These kind of transaction based commands are called transactional control language commands. What is this? Yeah. These commands are used to permit or save or roll back the transactions. Roll back the transactions or commit is like the final decision. Once you commit it, no one can save you. Now next, what are these DDL languages? Like create. What is the use of create, sir? You can create a database. Okay, everyone, huh? Graph, drop, huh? I know that. That's good. Now, now everyone, create a database. HMS, Hospital Management System. Create a database HMS. Write it, Ray. You create it. Write the command. Tell me what is that? Create database HMS. Very good. People are seeing. Write it, Ray. My point is like one command we will see it. Okay. Now let me open the workbench. Sir, TCL commands. No, we will not use it. We will use it. Data control commands also we use it. These are main four ones actually. We use them also actually. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, let's see. Now, let's create a database. Create database. Run. So, a database named HMS is created, sir. Very good. Now, next one. Can I create tables with this? Create a table. Oh, before we learn tables, just a minute. Before we learn table, we need to know constraints also, na? Like each and everything we need to give constraints also. Let me discuss this. Create a table. Create table, what you will give is create table, table name, right or not? And here you will give column name, sir. Column name, data type, whatever the data type you want. And you will also give constraint. Constraint means like means like uh, unique or not null or check. These things you can give it here. Check also I will show it to you. Okay. Or you can even give something separately, primary key or foreign key, sir. Primary key or foreign key when you are creating it. And you can give how many columns you like it, sir. When you give the data type here, sometimes some data types need size also. Is it clear, sir? And you can give, oh, sorry, unique, not null, or check. Now, let's here. Similar to create, we have use, or we have something called uh, drop, which is used to drop the things, or we have something like alter, which we didn't discuss. Alter, we will discuss it today. Okay. Now, now create table, just you give table name, it will not create, sir. First thing, table name and the database name should be different. Second thing, if you are creating a table also, you should give columns. Okay. Alter, alter also we will do, etc. We will discuss one. And DML commands are, we will discuss each and everything one by one. DML commands are like data manipulation commands, insert, update, delete. Mainly we will do merge also we will do. Okay. We are doing with normal databases only, etc. We have several others also. And then data query languages. Select where, sir, you have group by, you have having, you have so many other things also, which we are discussing later. Now, transactional languages like save or commit or rollback, grant kind of ones. Once we know, once we see the constraints also, sir, we will start creating our system. Okay. We will just maintain our logical structure and then we will start building our system, sir. One query, like however we want to delete or however we want to insert, those all things we will see it, sir. Okay. No worries. If anyone is slow, please follow it slowly. No worries. Okay. Now, constraints. Sir, in the constraints, what you need to remember? Primary key. Primary key. For the persons who don't know basic terminology, each and every row sometimes may be called as record. Each and every column sometimes may be referred as field or attribute. Okay. And table also can be sometimes named as a relation. Now here primary key is one of the column in the table, is a column in the table which satisfies following commands. Oh, sorry, following rules. First one, it should be unique. It should be unique and it should not be null. Now, constraints, whatever we are using it, the primary key. Primary key is a column in the table which satisfies the following rules, sir. It should be unique and it should not be null. Okay. Unique one can contain, if you give a column unique, sir, that may contain null also. Okay. What is the difference between unique and primary key? Primary key should not be null. Unique can be null one time. Okay. Now, second one, candidate. Sir, this all things we discussed earlier. You all remember, right? Is there anyone starting today only? Oh, oh, those people who are starting today, ma, maybe felt somewhat fast, but those people, please see the previous classes also. Okay. And it won't be much difficult if you see the previous classes. Are you guys getting it? Newer ones? Getting it right? Now, see here, candidate keys. Candidate keys are like, imagine one table is there. If I have a table of student roll number. Okay, we have student roll number and we have something called admission number. Okay, and we have name. So this is a table. In the table, we have roll number, sir. We have admission number, sir, and we have a name. For some people, name it's like may repeat, but admission number won't repeat for anyone. And obviously, admission number won't be null. Similarly, for everyone will have roll number and the roll number will be unique only. Okay, and it's not null for everyone have it. So here roll number can be primary key or admission number can be primary key or your hall ticket number can be primary key, right or not? There are set of possible values or sir, you can combine one two columns and can make it also like the combination of admission number and the name, or I have one combination like the first name, last name, and all. I think it like maybe it won't repeat. I can make it a unique one. Okay, like two, three columns you can combine, and also you can think it like that. So ultimately, this also can be a possible primary key, and here two possible primary keys are there, and you have to select any one. Imagine I selected RNO roll number as the primary key. Now, because RNO has selected primary key, even though admission number can have a chance, okay, but it's not selected. That is called alternate key or candidate key. Alternate key or candidate key. So, candidate keys, it is a combination of one or more keys which can be which can satisfy primary key rules, but but not opted for primary key. Not opted for the primary key, sir. Saurav, your definition is somewhat bad. Constraints, see, these all are constraints only. primary key is the constraint, candidate key is constraint. Remaining things were correct only. Okay. Now, what about the foreign key? Constraints means, for the persons who are still confusing, constraints define constraints define data integrity. How a data should be. My column will be unique. My column is not a null. My column will have a check, or my column is primary key. My column is a candidate key. My column is a foreign key. This defines the what that column have, right or not? So those are called constraints. It's like the character of that particular column. Clear, ma? It defines its data integrity, ma. Now, same thing. Now here, foreign key. Foreign key. See here, one table is there. In this table, if you have some roll number, okay, and uh, 1, 2, and he is having some names. Imagine student name is there, Raj. It is bad. So let's write it somewhere else. Hmm. I think in Paint I can write it. Now, serial number, student name. We are just taking it every time student relation only. You can take it whatever you like it. Student name or student result. Now you have one, one Raj. Pass. Ha, very bad. Arre? Let's declare instead of space like this. One. Perfect. Raj. Pass. To Vani. Fail. So now see sir, here we have something called numbers, and we have a basic table. Now, based on the pass and fail, or based on the primary key, like here, roll numbers are primary keys. Now, imagine I have another column here, certificate. Okay. Now, or courses he opted for. Okay. Now, certificates, I can have it like it's in another table, certificates and roll number. So roll number, we have another table. This is one table. Let's think it as and this is one table. Now here we have for certificate 1, which is 1 to 156, and for roll number 1, and same thing for roll number 1, we have another certificate 1 something. Interesting point is this. Now here for roll number 2, it may have, it may not have. Roll number 2 is here roll number 1 and 2. Two possibilities are there. Roll number 1 and 2 possibilities are there. This is a primary key in one table and which will be foreign key in another table. Foreign means another guy, some other country. Similarly, for this second table, this RNO is a foreign key. RNO is a foreign key. But why you need to define that? What if someone write it here, roll number 3, some certificate? Will it work? If you don't define as foreign key, it will work. Right or not? If you don't define a foreign key, you can give whatever the values you like. But if you give the foreign key, whatever the foreign key is there, that is absolutely a candidate key or a primary key in another table, and it will check, okay, this guy is having in this table only 1 and 2 only. So for those numbers only, or I have a some 10, only this 10 distinct values only should come here. Okay. If someone gave it like any other value than this 10, it will say it like, no, it's not allowed. Are you clear, ma? Imagine a list of toppers are there and the list of students are there, and the person name is in the toppers list and the name is not in the students list. That's not good, right? Is it clear? If someone get a scholarship list but he is not in the admission, okay, yesterday I told you to create a hospital management system, okay, and someone is in the payments list, like one patient named Raj has to pay 50,000, but that patient name, patient details are not in the patient's table, then it's a big error, right or not? It is there in accounts table, it is not in the mains patients table. So you should define the relations between the tables using foreign keys, sir. Using foreign keys. Now, so for foreign key, the name given to primary key in one table should be the foreign key in another table, also in the another table. It's not like should be. It can be, might be. Okay. There is that's like, sir, one table is there and that is not having any relation with other table. Or it may not have. It's up to them, right? How you maintain the relations, it's up to your logical thinking. Now here, a foreign key, a foreign key is combination of one, or we will discuss in initial times one key only. In the complex, we will see more keys, okay, which satisfies primary key rules in another table, in another table. Sir, understand it. I am not saying it which can be primary key in another table, which satisfies primary key rules. So, iska matlab, we will have candidate keys also optional, right? Candidate keys are also unique, sir. Using candidate key also in the foreign key, it is allowed. Okay. Now, next. Workbench also have foreign keys also. You can see it actually when you declare something as foreign key, you can check it like whether the foreign key is declared or not. Okay, we will see it, no worries. Now, we have something called unique. Unique. Unique, a colon with a constraint of unique will not allow duplicated values. I am saying it duplicated values, not the null. Null can be one time. Okay. 2 times it's bad. Like duplication of anything is not possible. Okay. One person empty value I gave. Okay. But don't give another person empty value. Clear? Yeah. Now the next one. Not null. Not null. A colon with constraint of not null. A colon with a constraint of not a null will not allow null values. Will not allow null values. Sir, interestingly, what if you declared one colon not null and unique both? It can be primary key or candidate key, right? It is like the mixture of these two qualities only, na? You got my point, sir? Any column with the quality. See, constraints are like the qualities, ma. Okay. Properties and qualities are different. See, my property, my name is Prasad. If someone said it like good guy or a bad guy, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just a quality. Someone said a good guy, then you should know what is the definition of the good guy to estimate that whether I am good or not. Similarly, if someone said a particular colon as primary key, you should know what is a primary key to check it whether that particular column satisfied or not. Property is different. One column data S name you created and you gave it value, whatever you like it, it's up to you. Right? There are no rule sets in it. But these constraints means rule sets. And that's why they define the data integrity. Our integrity defines by our qualities and the data integrity defines by the constraints. Clear, ma? Is it clear? Yeah. Then let's do more. Now, not null. One more thing is there. Check. A colon with check. Check condition will, any column, if you give a check condition, will check for that condition and allows values only if they satisfy that condition. Sir, while declaring a column, if you said it like check, for example, I'm declaring a column salary, check salary greater than 20,000. So that means any value which you are giving in that column of salary must be greater than 20,000. If you give it less than 20,000, it will not take only. That is the quality of that salary column. Is it clear, sir? Check will give one condition and based on the condition, it will allow the values. These all are the properties which are allowing the values. When you are inserting only, you will give. When you are creating the tables, you will define the rules. Okay. And then you will give the values to it. Is it clear? Is it clear, sir? Let's start it, sir. Now. This is the first phase, understanding data types, understanding the constraints, or understanding the commands, different sub-language commands. What is the second one? Logically build your profile. First, we have to logically build the tables. We have to be so clear what to build and what to apply. Then we will apply it. Is it clear, ma? Now, we are doing it HMS, right or not? Now, let's try HMS, what we can do. Hospital management system. We will do command, sir, no worries. Management system. This is what the work I gave it. No worries. Today I will give you another assignment. Now, how to remember all this? No worries. When you are doing it, you will remember it. Okay. Sir, any language, when you learn any programming languages, initially when you see the syntaxes, it would look so difficult. But while doing it, some things you will remember automatically. It's like going into a new city and remembering the paths. When you go to a new city, even going to a normal store will be difficult for you. But after particular days, your legs automatically will take you there, even if you are unconscious. It will like automatically, when you are seeing your phone, automatically you will go to your house only. You will not go to neighbors, right? You won't think, na, where is my house? Where is my house? Never. The brain works like that when you practice, when you do repeatedly. Same like you all do Python. Basically, you will start it how to do main.py. It will go to main.py. You will start the basic commands or pip install. These things automatically you will get it. Some things you don't need to try, right? But some things you have to think because you did less practice towards it. Now, anyway, sir. Now use your brain to create the tables. Um, let's create 3 tables. What we can give? One is for staff. One person showed me the hospital management. Like someone said it like did the assignment. Raise your hand. Who did the assignments? One, two, three. Like girls, somewhere more also raised the hands earlier. You raised na responsible guy. Tell me, what are the tables you created? Huh? Shout. Employee table. I gave hospital management. Why employees are there? Doctor. Okay. Staff, patients, building management. Yeah, that's what one person showed me actually. You also did similar? No? You did what? Doctor, nurses? No, I'm just kidding. ఓన్ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేశాడా? వెరీ గుడ్. ఏం టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసావు? రైల్వే ఎంప్లాయీ టేబుల్. ఓకే, ఈ రోజు అదే వర్క్ ఇస్తాలే, కంగారు పడకు. నౌ పేషెంట్స్ అండ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. Management. To design a database, you need a clarity, sir. Now, lots of errors, no worries. We will do slowly. Now, today we are just building the database only. Now, in the staff. So what we can give? Staff ID. Okay, each staff can have an ID. Logic only. Name, staff ID. That's also right. Staff name, department, salary you want. Okay. Maybe management will deal with the salary. Okay. So if you do this, what can be primary key? Staff ID. Okay. Let's write it here. Primary key. Any doubts? Now, do you want to take it any constraints here? Names, I will put it as unique. Okay. Names have to be unique. Everyone should enter and not null also. Okay, name cannot be unique. Like 2, 3 doctors may have same name, na. So I will give something called not null. Everyone should have a name. That's it. Now salary can be. You can put check, right? Minimum salary should be there or something. Okay. Maybe in that hospital some check is there. Check. Uh, what can be grade condition? Salary should be 5,000. Okay, logical. But I don't think any doctor will serve for 5,000. But some good doctors also there, seriously. Always there will be kind people in the world. I know the people who work it for 20 rupees doctors and all. You know that, right? Yeah, nice people. Now, patients. This is where we all will go. Now, patient will have patient ID. Obviously, patient name. Is there any MBBS people? Obviously not, right? If you or anyone studied this, you know, medicines kind of one, pharma kind of, no, right? Don't go with that also. Then peace. Disease, disease or problem, right? Only. Right only spelling. I know diesel spelling, so that's why it's coming. D I D DIS. Very good. Anyway, this is in my table, whatever. Now, छोड़ दे रे, don't be English teacher. Now, fees, joining date, JOD. But you missed something, right? Here, joining date, but you need to have it something foreign key also, na? Some relation. What is the relation here? Patients don't have any relation with the doctor. You can put department or I will put something doctor name here. Something doc or department you go with it. The doctor who is attending it. Okay. Now, the doctor who is monitoring the patient. Now, actually, guys, you can know the department by the doctor also, na? Because in the doctor's table, department is there. For example, a doctor named Raj is attending a patient Shaker. Then by the patient ID, I can know the who is the doctor attending, and I can know the department of the doctor also. Right? Right or not? In future, we can do that. Now, in this, what can be a primary key? ID. Someone laughed for patients. Who is that guy? Don't laugh for patients. Now, primary key and all patients should have name. Not null. We can put and doctor name. Here, foreign key. Foreign key is SID. The staff ID is there. That is the foreign key for this particular table, sir. Because you can't find that based on the name, right or not? If the name is also unique property, it can have it as a foreign key. Sir, are you clear when you are establishing the database? Any doubts? Uh, Boys? No, okay. Girls, okay. Someone, cat voice is not good. Okay. Now, next, management. But same quarter can be there for different IDs also. I don't think so. Why one doctor will have different IDs? But here we are, see, we will write it only one ID, na? If one doctor going to two departments, it's a problem in our database. We can't go do with that. Departments can be repeated. In that case, what you can do, you can create 2, 3 columns with the department 1, department 2, department 3 kind of ones. Okay. Or you create a separate table where you have taken the staff ID, and you can take it staff ID as a foreign key and department as a unique one. Then you can put it each staff ID different departments, like how I give each student different certificates. You got my point? And department ID will be there in that. Yeah. So next one, can you show how to do in the workbench? Yeah, we will do. See, once you created this thing, sir, how do we do it in workbench? I will show you. No worries. Now management. Here, staff ID. What the management may have. What the management can have. Staff ID, number of patients. That's actually good logic. Number of patients he attached. Number of doctors is like the number of rows in that staff ID only, na? Okay. So number of patients, the each one he attend. Each doctor, how many he attend, I can check it like this. And room number for patient can be patient 1. Let me delete this thing. Let's have only 2. Which doctor attend which one? This is simple. Now, listen ma. Like your OT or kind of, you can make it more and more complex. Is it not clear? Clear only. Now, focus here, sir. Similarly, I want you to also created one nice system. Okay. Once you make it logical, now you are clear. Now you need 3 tables. How do you create it, sir? I need to put it one thing as primary key. I need to put one thing as unique. I need to put one thing as null, not null, or default values I want, or check. Once you are clear with your mind, you can start creating it. Okay. Now basic commands, let's learn, sir. Creating a database, you will go with create database, and I already created. Creating a table, let's create our table, sir. Going to workbench and let's create it here. Create table, table name, uh, staff, and in the staff I need column, sir. Here you can write it in between. In the staff I need staff ID, staff name, department, and salary, sir. Staff ID. And what is the data type you will take? Int. Listen ma. Column name, data type, and the constraints if you want it. Now staff ID is what constraint we have? Primary key. Sir, primary keys will be declared at the end, sir. Primary key or foreign key, you will declare it as end. Okay, so you don't need to write it anything. Okay, good. Then staff name. Staff name, what did I write it here? Not null. Not null. And the data type is varchar. Very good. So let's write it here. Varchar. And here only you can write it something called not null. Why? Why it is saying it? Oh, varchar I have to give size na. Now size is 20. Just for safer side, I always take 20, sir. Okay. Now next one. Student, sorry, staff na. Staff, department and salary. So department can be varchar of 20. Okay. We didn't have any constraint there. If you want it, you can use some constraints like unique. Okay. Or department cannot be unique, like 2 doctors may be there. Now salary will have something called check. In the check, you will give condition where salary greater than 5,000. Okay, I need to give data type na. Check int. अरे single mistake hota re. Now a primary key. Let's define something as primary key. Primary key. And what is the primary key here? S underscore ID. Sir, if you do it, you will get error, sir. Why? Because I did not open the database. I need to first open the database here. Use HMS. Is it clear till now, sir? Is it clear while creating it? Now, let's click on this. See, 2 commands were done. Sir, you can give multiple commands also. When you are giving multiple commands, put the semicolon there and done it. But understand this. Here, 2 PowerSharps are there. If you give one, only one statement will run. If you give the left side, which will run the whole file. Okay. When you are running it, you do this. Sir, I want to use client, the PowerShell one. Okay, MySQL shell. One command at a time. Okay. In reality, in Python application, what you will do, you will only write it all commands in a flow in one SQL file. .sql, you will write it one file with an extension of .sql. And in that, you will write all the commands which you like to go. And automatically, your server will run that file one by one. You don't write the commands like how to run it. Okay. When it is running, it should not break. That is what you are thinking. Okay. Now let's start it here, sir. And here, if in a case, if you get error here, read that error. Mostly it will tell you errors. Now, here one table is created left side. You can see the staff. Okay. Any doubts? Now, let's go here. Now, table, we need to insert the values. We need to insert the values. Huh? Insert into. Huh. In case, before we do this, in DDL, there are 2 commands called drop and truncate. Drop and truncate. If I use drop the table, sir, drop table name, whole table will be deleted, sir. If I use truncate table name, only the data. Yeah, only the record data only will be deleted. Okay. SNO, SNAME, those things will not be deleted. Whatever the data you inserted, that only will be deleted. Okay. Now I'm not doing any delete operations. That's why I'm telling it. Now insert into table name, staff. Now values. You will give all the values, sir. Now here also interesting point. When you are giving the values, listen, when you are giving the values, because you did not mention which columns to take, you should give all columns values. But sir, I want to give only some columns only values. I don't want to give all the values. Then here, what columns you want to give? Column 1, comma, column 2, not column 1, column 2, names of that specific columns. You have to write it here, and then you have to give the values. If you give the values, what will happen? The first value you give in the values will be given to column 1. The second value, whatever you give it, will be column 2. Remaining all columns in that record will become null. Will become null. Null is the default value. Sir, I don't want null. If someone is not giving the values, I wanted something a default value. That also you can give default. Constraint default is also there. Constraint default. If you are creating a column here, column data type default Prasad, if I do, in case if anyone is not giving any value for that column, in that times by default it will come as Prasad sir. You got my point? That is a default value which will work it only if the when they are inserting the details, if they did not give any detail for that, and it will come automatically. Clear ma? Yeah. That default is also a constraint. Now error unknown database HMS. If you are getting unknown error means check it. Why unknown error? HMS is there or not? Now values. Let's give some values, sir. Here I am just seeing the data. I'm just seeing the table, sir. Seeing the data table. See here, you can see the table. Sir, this is the command select where from these things we will discuss. Select where and all we will discuss. No worries. Okay. We just started, sir. No need to pressurize. Slowly, let's understand it. Because if you understand one database how to design, MongoDB will be more easy. Okay. Now here, okay, let's not define these things. Yeah. Into the details. What I need to install? Staff number, colons, I will go colons. SID, SNAME, department, salary. SID 225, which is a name Raj. Now department, cardio, salary 50K. Now, if you want to insert multiple rows, comma, and then you can do it, sir. Comma, and then do it. Sir, you can do it in next lines also. It will not be an error. But only the thing is until the semicolon. Now I need to give the different values. Can I use the disk command? Yes, you can use the disk command. The disk will describe the table. It will show you. Okay. Now here 225, 252, 298, 237, 296, Raj, Kaj, Baj, Arch, Baj. Whatever it is. Now the departments can be neuro, he can be cardio, physio, any other term? Never visited any. Cancer. Oh, okay. People are going it out of range. Now see, it's like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Now here, I am giving it 2,000. No, no, let's give it completely. Let's fill the data and then I will do the same thing and I will show you how the errors will come also. Like when I'm inserting it, let's run this and the data filled. If you see success, okay, sir, if you click on this data, third one, it will show you the data, sir, here. It is installed. Okay, the data filled. Now let's go here. This time what I'm going to do here, I'm just giving it here 2K. Okay, 2K. And here 196. Raj is something. Now let's write it here, strike. Now error came. Why? Salary is greater than 5,000. And that is what the check do. Check means it will check it like when any time when that particular column is getting the data and that data is satisfying that condition or not, it will check it. Okay, is it clear, ma? The condition I gave it is greater than 5,000. Okay, if I give less than 5,000 or equals to 5,000 or something, okay, only that values will come here, sir. Now see here, you have an error in SQL syntax. Check the manual that uh, corresponds to your syntax, okay, version, something manual correspond and all. So let's go back here. Semicolon error, that is what. Then also error. Now error, correct error. Okay. Now error comes correctly. Check constraints, staff, check one violated. Okay. Now error is checking is not running perfectly. Okay. Now here 20K, it will not say error. Now what more, like I gave this one as not null, right? Here, then here, what I will do is SNO, SID, comma, yes, no, dep underscore salary. So I am giving it only salary, department, and SID, sir. So automatically, the S name in this particular line should take as insert. Why it is coming after staff? Should take it as null, but null it will say error, sir. Okay. Now here, now see error came. Why? What is the error? Field S name does not have a default value, so it should not be null. Okay, it's not a null one. So now, in case when you declare not null, at that time only you write it default equal to Prasad. Then what will happen? In case if someone is not giving it also, it will take it the default value as Prasad, but it will never keep that element as null. Because you did not give any default value, it should keep it as null, but you said it like it should not be null, so then error came. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear? Yes. Now, okay, okay. Now, so today's task, tomorrow we are gonna do more important things. Tomorrow, like we already have the base now. Tomorrow we'll do deep, sir. Now, by tomorrow, the task is so simple, sir. Implement, implement library management system, database with proper tables, fields, and constraints. with proper tables, fields, and constraints, sir. Okay. Yeah. And the Google link, I will share it tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have the Google link. Okay. Tomorrow I will give you the Google link, sir. In case if they said it like drive late also, we will do GitHub link. Okay. Tomorrow Pakka will do. Now, this is what the task, sir. Is everyone clear? Yeah. That's it. That's it. Thank you all. If anyone have any doubts, you can let me know, ma. Yeah. There will only be one column for librarian person only. No, there are so many books IDs. Date, which take you will take the book, not book published date. In library management, what is important? You will take the book. Okay. Borrowed date. Okay. Delivered date. Those kind of things were important. Now, yeah, that's it. How to set default constraint? Same like that. Default, and you will write the name. Same like how you did the not null. There only you will write it. What do you mean by constraints? It defines the quality of the data. Okay. Similarly, if I said it like you good guy, it defines your data, right? Your quality. Or you tell any projects. Yes, we are doing it now every day. In table foreign key is, we are not defined a foreign key now because we need at least another table for that. Notes we will discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow I will give you the notes. Yeah. Yeah. How to give two primary keys? No, one table, only one primary key. Yeah. That's it. Thank you all. Thank you. Sir, I have a doubt like that is downloading process in my system. I don't have developer default option. No worries. Go with the full or custom. It works. Now I'm getting it schema in the left side. You are getting schema, create the table, and after creating the table, you will get it. Yeah.